Alrighty guys, so it is turn 2 of 1942 scenario. It is Russia's turn, and let's go ahead and kick it off for them. Alright, so I had 45 IPCs for Russia. That gives me, I purchased 7 infantry, 2 artillery, 2 tanks, and 1 mechanized. Alright, so I'm just going to be doing a few battles. See what I can... Oh yeah, and then I got my zombies in Turkey. So let's not open up that can of worms. So, that's good. In the Baltic states, I'm going to be bringing 2 infantry. So I had 4 infantry actually in Leningrad. So let me break this up. I'm going to be bringing 2 infantry into Baltic states. And my 1 fighter from Karelia, he's going to move 1, 2. And he's going to attack Baltic states. So that leaves him with 2 spaces left to move. Yeah. And what the heck, why not? I'm going to bring... No, that's it. That's all I'm going to do. All right. And then in Western Ukraine. Yeah, you can see that. I'm going to bring 2 infantry from Ukraine. Break that up. Actually, scratch it out. Yeah. 2 infantry from Ukraine. 2 of them are going to go into Bessarabia. And 2 infantry from Ukraine are going to go into Western Ukraine. All right. The tactical and 1 fighter, they're going to, from Leningrad, they're going to move 1, 2, 3. And then they're going to have 2 spaces left because they came from a air base. So the tactical and fighter is going to attack Western Ukraine. And the other fighter from Leningrad will move 1, 2, 3 into Bessarabia. 1, 2, 3. And he's going to have also 2 movements as well. Let me just make sure that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. So let's go ahead and do Baltic states. So I have 2 infantry and 1 fighter against your 1 infantry in Baltic states. But this is the gas station, one of these dice, the white dice. So my 2 infantry. Ooh. And that is lucky. That is a kill. Let's roll for your 1 infantry for the reply. That's a 5. All right, so that was the first time I used that dice, and it was amazing for me. So, Baltic States, that's back under Russian control. 2 infantry. And the fighter's just going to be floating around up there. I guess I didn't need a ring fighter, but it's nice to overkill. All right, let's do Western Ukraine. So I have 2 infantry and a tactical and a fighter attacking Western Ukraine. So my 2 infantry. Nothing. My fighter. That's a kill. That's all I need. And then for your infantry on the reply, got a 3. All right. Hopefully you guys don't get motion sickness with me moving back and forth. So Western Ukraine is back under Soviet control. All right, and then we got Bessarabia. I have 2 infantry and 1 fighter. So let's roll for my 2 infantry. Oops, sorry, that was off. Dang, that white dice is just amazing. That was a kill, and then for your your mechanized on the attack, and he got a 3. That's my lucky dice right there now. I bought 3 other white dice. I just don't know where I put them at. All right, so Bessarabia is now back under Russian control. So that's good. No deaths on my side. All right, so my movement phase. The fighter that has 2 movements. He'll just go into Ukraine. There we go. All right, so the 1 fighter that attacked Bessarabia, he will land in Ukraine. The 1 infantry and the 1 AAA in Rostov will move up into Ukraine. The tactical and the fighter they will land in Russia. Because they had 2 movements. One infantry in Belarus and 1 artillery will move up into Leningrad. The 2 tanks that were in Belarus, they will move up into Leningrad. 1 infantry from Smolensk will move up into Belarus. One infantry from Vologda will move up into Archangel. The 4 tanks will move into Archangel from Smolensk. 2 infantry from Moscow will move up into Smolensk. One artillery from Moscow will move up into Smolensk as well. The one tank in Stalingrad, he will move up into Kazakhstan. And one infantry from Volograd will move, from Stalingrad will move up into Kazakhstan. One infantry from Leningrad, he will move up into Vyborg. The one fighter that attacked Baltic states from Karelia, he will move 1-2 and he'll land in Leningrad. Over here on the Pacific side, I will move one infantry into Amur, and I will move 2 infantry from Buryatia into Sakha. And I'll just leave 1 infantry in Siberia. In Tunguska, I will move these 2 infantry into Novosibirsk. And the 1 infantry in Yensi will move up into Tunguska. All right, let me go ahead and place my units. Actually, no, scratch it out. The 1 infantry that moved to Vyborg, he's gonna actually stay in Leningrad. All right, sorry about that. All right, so I will place I'm going to place 2 infantry that I purchased and 1 artillery in Ukraine. So 2 infantry and 1 artillery is going to spawn in Ukraine. I'm going to place 2 infantry and 1 artillery in Leningrad. Let me just grab a green chip. And let me take this guy off. All right, and then I'm going to place 3 infantry in, actually no, I'm going to place 2 infantry in Stalingrad. Actually no, hold on. I'm going to place 1 tank, 1 mechanized in Stalingrad. And I'll place 1 infantry in Stalingrad. And then my remaining 2 infantry and 1 tank, you guessed it, they're going to go into Moscow. All right, so disposition of forces. I have 2 infantry and 1 tank in Kazakhstan, 2 infantry in Novosibirsk, 1 infantry in Tunguska, 2 infantry in Saka, 1 infantry in Siberia, 1 infantry in Amur, 1 tank, 1 mech, 1 infantry in Stalingrad, 2 infantry, 1 tank, 1 tactical, and 1 fighter in Moscow. In Ukraine, 2 tanks, 1 mech, 1 fighter, 2 artillery, 1 AAA, 3 infantry. In Bessarabia, I have 2 infantry. In Western Ukraine, I have 2 infantry. In Smolensk, I have 3 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 mech, and 1 AAA. In Belarus, I have 1 infantry. In Baltic States, I have 2 infantry. In Archangel, I have 4 tanks and 1 infantry. And I'm sorry, the 1 mech that was in Smolensk, he's gonna go into Leningrad. So it's actually just 3 infantry and 2 artillery and AAA in Smolensk. In Leningrad, I have 3, 4, 5. I have 5 infantry, 3 artillery, 2 AAA, 1 fighter, 2 tanks, and 1 mechanized. And then I have 1 sub in 125. All right, so let me just make sure I got everything. Yes. Okay. So let me count up my IPCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Actually, hold on. Sorry. Let me scratch it out. Soviets actually started with 37 IPCs minus 1. So I got 36 IPCs. 36. Yeah. 36 IPCs plus 5. 41. So the Russians have 41 IPCs to start off with as Russia for turn 3 on their turn. All right, let me know if you guys got any questions. It's 36 IPCs minus 1. They had 37, but minus 1, so that's 36 because you have Eastern Poland. And then I gain plus 5 from 125. All right, so I will shift it over to Japan, and we'll see what they're gonna do. All right, signing off.